Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. I am at 909 Day, which is a huge event being put on by Roland & Boss here in Burbank, California at 601 Studios. This is an event where they're introducing more than 30 new products around the world at different locations, bringing it all together here as kind of the grand finale for everything that's happening. It's an amazing event that's going on with artists, producers, engineers, and tons of new products. And speaking of products, we are checking out the new flagship electronic drums with Jordan West, product specialist.
Yeah.
Great to see you.
You too.
Thanks for taking some time to chat with us here.
Yeah.
So this is the TD-50K kit. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so this is kind of our upgrade of the TD-30, our flagship kit. The great thing about this, my favorite things, these two digital pads. They're not like the rest where it's just an analog quarter-inch input. They're actually USB connected. They're much more sensitive and responsive, and they're bigger. So the snare drum is actually 14 inches like a typical acoustic snare drum, and the ride is 18. So the playing surface and the wave of the cymbal is just a lot more realistic. It adds to playability and finesse. Same with the snare drum. You just have more surface area to dig in.
Right, and you were showing some of the ways that these two new pads can respond to touching them and things. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so if you want to hit the cymbal, you can actually just mute it just by touching it. You don't have to grab it like the old ones, choke it, you just touch it. And it's the static electricity of your hands, which is actually a really cool, nerdy science thing about the cymbal. The snare drum has a similar feature with the cross stick. You can just lay your hand like you normally would on an acoustic drum, and cross stick. You don't have to bridge the gap like we always used to recommend with electronic drums. You can just put your hand on there because it mutes it based on the electricity of your hand. It will mute it.
Right.
Cool.
And so we have the new TD-50 brain, if you will, the new drum sound module as well. What are some of the new features that are in this module?
Well, the biggest thing to me is the ability to add your own samples. So if you're familiar with like the SPDSX, where you can just do 6 hours of whatever samples your heart desires, backing tracks, cool vocal samples, anything you want, your own drums, you can do that with this. So that to me is a huge revolution. You can truly customize this kit. We've also added 2 XLR outs, which is great for live sound. And then we've added a third USB input for any future digital pads that you might want to add or that we might want to add in the future. And then you can multi-track via USB up to 10 tracks, which is really great.
Nice. So just watching you play this kit, it's so natural looking, the way that you're playing it. I don't see you having to adjust your technique at all versus playing on acoustic drums.
Yeah, that's kind of the revolution, I guess you would call it, of this drum set is just, like I said earlier, the flow of everything and the feel of everything is just much more realistic and friendly to acoustic drummer technique. And I forgot to mention that this snare drum is actually 3-ply instead of 2. So it's actually just a little bit more, there's less give, there's less bounce.
Right.
Which feels great.
Right, absolutely. It's an incredible sounding kit, and just watching you play it again, it looks like an incredible feeling kit to play on as well. Very excited to check this out. Thanks for giving us a tour.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Thank you for joining me in Burbank, California. We're here at 601 Studios at 909 Day with Roland & Boss. It's an incredible event. Thank you for joining me.